Hey guys, here we are in part 2 of the Mixed Media Girl in my art journal. Let's begin with the flower, which I painted completely in watercolors. To do a flower as detailed, you need a very precise drawing on your watercolor paper, which I hadn't for the middle flower. This one I had to draw as I go, but it was a quite difficult one, and for you I would really recommend a detailed drawing in which every area is closed, so you exactly know what you're doing while busy with handling your watercolors. If you haven't yet, please give a thumbs up if you like the video. And subscribe to my channel to stay informed if I upload a new video. Painting the 3 flowers took me 4 hours. Unfortunately, I didn't film every minute of this process, so I show you some of the remaining strokes to finish the flowers. Pooh, it's done! The flowers are finished. Before I am able to paint in her hair, I have to darken her skin color quite a bit. For her dark black-brown hair, I mix sepia and burnt umber to my painting puddle and try to stay between undefined suggestions and precise strands of the hair. In order to give the face some finishing touches with colored pencils, I also pre-darken the skin of the face with watercolors. And here finally the mixed media fun begins. First I'm going to stencil a pink rose into her hair on the right side. For my art journal girls I often use neon or fluorescent colors too, because these paintings are not exposed to the light as much as paintings you hang on a wall. I own neon colors in all my mediums, be it colored pencils, pastels, watercolors or acrylics. I mainly stencil with my big stencil brush. which I love because I'm able to receive very sharp edges with it. To repeat the pink, I paint a halo around her left side with the remaining stencil color and blend it with white into the aquas of the earlier watercolor part. Once this has dried, I stencil in this lovely circle pattern with white and my big stencil brush. To try out dots in my paintings, I cut a set of different sizes out of an old 100 GSM paper. I could have made a stencil for the dots, but I love to try it out before I paint them in. In this case, I choose some different sizes and use reds and oranges for the dots. Now it's time for some collage bits. As a glue, I use Liquitex Matte Medium because of the matte surface it produces. On this surface I can write with acrylic markers or even go on with colored pencils. I love to combine old drawings, papers, serviettes, printouts, stamped patterns, printed geometric forms and so on. Here I cut an old Zen doodle drawing into pieces. Patterned paper strips, like the one you see on the right, I punch out with these kind of puncher dies. They work exactly like office hole punchers, but leave a beautiful pattern you could continue on and on. And here is one of my small damask patterns, stenciled in with a light orange. Last but not least, I like very much to have fun with all kinds of markers. I selected some colors suiting the overall appearance of the painting. So I put in more dots and after that some handwriting, which I love. It could be phrases that come to my mind in that moment, sayings I heard recently, or kind words for the ones I love. Now it's time to subdue all these turbulent stuff quite a bit, to push the girl back into the focus. I used cobalt turquoise and white in transparent washes to merge everything together and give it the overall look of many layers behind her. After tracing a stencil over the lower right side with a beautiful aqua green marker, I glue on the butterfly and stamp on linear patterns with one of my homemade foam stamps, followed by a border pattern with a small DIY foam stamp. As you can see, I often like to do stamping or stenciling with color transitions. So, after another thin layer of white, here she is, my flower girl with a swallowtail butterfly, in my large format art journal. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did while painting and stamping and stenciling and so on. Girls in my journals are such a liberating process, which I love. Have fun and stay brave. See you next time. Bye!